High Court, a position that she's very, very familiar with, that she unfortunately hasn't stood in front of for a month due to Oscar Pistorius' mental evaluation that he has been on. But it's back to court now, back to business. Any movement so far? Have we seen him arriving as yet at the court there, Chriselda?
Well, not yet, Leanne. We have not seen Oscar Pistorius arriving at court yet, but we're expecting him to arrive in the next few minutes, of course, flanked by family and friends who have been with him throughout the start of this trial. But still, the media all waiting here towards my left, as you can see. The world's media continue to follow the Oscar Pistorius trial. Certainly today, what we'll be watching very closely is this report, the assessment report by this panel of doctors that have been evaluating Oscar Pistorius, his behavior, what Oscar Pistorius' true state of mind was when he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. We understand that Oscar Pistorius was interviewed together with family and friends. So certainly as the case resumes today, what might also happen is that the remaining witnesses that the defense is expecting to call, those who might continue to give evidence on Oscar Pistorius' character, are expected to be one of the first witnesses to take the stand as we resume in this trial. But we're only expecting about 4 at most, Leanne, of those witnesses to take to the stand before the defense closes its case.
Let's take a look at those other witnesses now. I think let's just refresh the viewers' minds. Who are we expecting on that stand? I mean, we've been through a lot of witnesses from the defense's side. Obviously, that break once the psychologist advised that he does go for a mental evaluation. But it's back to business now. Who can we expect to come and take the stand now for the defense's witnesses?
Well, most likely, Leanne, and quite a bit of speculation as well, but supposedly we're expecting the doctor who amputated Oscar Pistorius, who would basically give details about how excruciating it was for him as a little boy to lose his legs. Someone would be able to give details about what could have Oscar Pistorius' life been like as a young boy without legs, and the difficulties that he may have experienced in school, and how that could have contributed to Oscar Pistorius' condition, that of a general anxiety disorder, and how that could have exacerbated the way that Oscar Pistorius responds to situations. You would recall that also during the trial, we heard from one of the witnesses that Oscar Pistorius often deals with situations in a fighting manner instead of in a flight manner. So, someone would be able to give details of how Oscar Pistorius' condition, him losing his legs, how this general anxiety disorder may have affected him, in addition to him having lost his legs when he was a little boy.
I'm having a look at some tweets that are coming through and who is arriving. We've seen the arrival of Chriselda. He is there. Barry Roo obviously has arrived. And also June Steenkamp. Now, she has been there on most of the occasions. That, of course, is Reeva's mother, again arriving for court. It must be such a difficult time for her as we head towards the close of this case now, and just waiting to see what the verdict is.
No, certainly, Leanne. As we've been monitoring June Steenkamp's behavior throughout this trial, certainly she's been a woman, that has not shown much emotion, but you can almost tell from the look on her face that, as any mother would be, of course, very distraught about what has happened to her daughter. She's also very reluctant to speak, of course, and has granted very few interviews, but in the majority to international media. So she's back here again. I wouldn't really say that as a mother she would have got a break in the past month that Oscar Pistorius has been undergoing the psychiatric evaluation, because most certainly, as any mother would think about the loss of her daughter every single day. But as we come back to court again this morning, I'm sure it's going to be quite difficult for her and the Pistorius family again to be confronted by the throngs of media, as you can see here behind me. I just want to have a look very quickly. If I could ask the camera to pan very quickly towards my left. I'm not sure if you can see that just yet, Leanne. Just give us a few seconds there. But who's arriving at the moment is Oscar Pistorius' uncle, Arnold Pistorius, as well as his wife, together with other family members as well. Well, they've been here since the very beginning, and certainly Arnold Pistorius has really not spoken to the media at all. I see that some of the media are trying to pull him to speak to him at the moment. Oh, there he goes. They're about to enter the court any minute now. They've been here since the very beginning. Arnold Pistorius is the one who's really been giving the media a bit of detail about the Pistorius family. And the last comment that we heard from him, you would recall, when was Judge Thokozile Masipa had gave her ruling that Oscar Pistorius should be referred to a mental institution, and basically the family saying that they believe that it would be in the interest of justice for Oscar Pistorius to be sent for psychiatric evaluation. They commended Judge Thokozile Masipa, saying that her ruling really showed that she was interested in a fair trial here for Oscar Pistorius. So we're expecting a lot of that here this morning. Oscar Pistorius certainly has not arrived yet. He should be here in the next few minutes.
All right. Chriselda Lewis, thank you for the update. Keeping an eye on what's happening at the North Gauteng High Court. Remember, on Channel 404, Chriselda Lewis, you'll see her there as the next programs do cross into her to find out what